the Satellite Beach Public Library. My name is Madeline and you are joining me today for a STEAM video. Today we're going to be making butter and it's going to be awesome. So the two things that you're going to need are a glass jar or a empty peanut butter jar, both of which are clean and dried. And you're also going to need some cream. Hope you guys are ready. First you're going to need your heavy whipping cream and then a clean jar or plastic or glass, whichever one you have on hand. And we're going to take your cream, you're going to fill your jar halfway. This is an 8-ounce jar, so I'm going to put in about 4 ounces of cream. Screw on your lid nice and tight. If you have any concerns about the integrity of your seal, put it in a plastic bag and zip it shut just for a little bit of extra security so cream doesn't go everywhere. Ask me how I know. Alrighty, so we have our jar and we can see that it's a very liquidous thing. We only filled it halfway because we're going to be shaking it. So we're going to be combining some of the air that's in the jar with the cream. So let's go ahead and get shaking. If you're using a glass jar, please hold on tight. Don't let it go flying because if it goes off and flies, it's going to break. Alrighty, so we're shaking our jar. We are combining some of the air that's in the jar, which is why we filled it halfway, not all the way full. And we're combining that air into that cream so we can get it agitated. What the agitation is going to do, it's going to break up the homogeneous mixture of the cream. The cream is made out of the watery milk as well as the fatty cream globules, which are, the globules are separated by a lipoprotein layer. So by agitating, we're breaking this up, breaking those protein layers up. So you're going to keep on doing this for a while. About 1 minute in, take a sec and look at it. See how it's changed. Still looks liquidous. Let's keep on shaking and see what happens. I'll check back with you in about 5 minutes. Alrighty, everybody. So about 5 minutes into shaking, you're going to notice it sounds a little bit different. If you take a look at it, it looks kind of like it's completely full of cream, which is not the case because we've only filled it halfway. What's happened is we've incorporated all that air into the cream. And so now it's in the what we know as whipped cream, which we usually get out of a spray can, but this is whipped cream. So if I was going to take the top off, it would look like whipped cream and it would taste like whipped cream. So we're going to keep on shaking. We're about 5 minutes in. We're going to meet back at about 10 minutes, okay? So see you guys there. All right, now that your arm's about to fall off, you'll be hearing about 10 minutes in, you're going to hear a huge shift in how it sounds and looks. So take a minute and look at what it is. You're going to see and hear, there's a lot of liquid in here, but there's also a lump of something in here. Well, guess what? That lump is butter. You've arrived at the butter stage. So I'm going to untwist my top carefully. Yep, I've got a nice yellowish glob, oops, a yellow glob of butter floating in my white buttermilk. So I'm going to drain my buttermilk off into my empty jar. Oh, there we go. Let's do this. Here we go. And look at that, we got butter. So I'm gonna wash this out to get rid of any extra buttermilk. I'm gonna run it under a cold tap water. And yeah, congratulations, you made butter. How cool is this? Now that you have your butter, you can do all sorts of things with it. You can try it on bread like you would toast and stuff like that. Or you can grab some herbs. Miss Marlena brought me some herbs from her garden. This is rosemary. And you can flavor your butter with herbs and some salt and use that on your vegetables or meat. Or you could take your butter and use it in a recipe that we provide you in our STEAM packet this week. And you can also drink your buttermilk. It's perfectly okay to drink. And so those are just some ideas that you can do with your butter that you've made. And we'll see you guys in the next video for our STEAM program. Bye!